What is up, guys, and welcome to my setup tour vlog. I think a lot of setup tours are dumb. I don't know a lot about this stuff. The only reason why I really decided to do one was when I was looking for this stuff and getting all the parts and what I needed, it was super helpful to listen to a bunch of people talk about what they got, why they got one of the things. If I can help someone else looking for equipment or give them tips as they're building their war station, you know, I'll throw some tips their way. That is the only reason why I'm making this. I don't want anyone to think I'm cool, because I'm not. Before we get into anything, I want to thank the sponsor of this video, because I couldn't have any of this without me. I did everything. I didn't get anything for free. I don't even want to mention these brands. They didn't give it to me for free. They didn't give it to me discount. Some things I paid too much for. They just charged me more than the average person, because I'm an idiot. Starting with the desk, we got an UPLIFT Desk. This thing is 65 inches, I think. Let me see. This thing is 65 inches, I think. It goes up and down. I never raise it. Paid way too much for it, honestly. You could just get any desk. So, good desk, would not recommend spending that much for it. Is that my ranking? Onto the chair. This thing is an autonomous chair, which means it can think for itself. The reason I got it was because I wanted a headrest. Because sometimes when I'm like watching stuff or streaming, I like to be able to lean back. The one thing I hate about this chair is every time I move in it, it sounds like my back is breaking. That could be because I dropped the chair when I was putting it together. Oh, shoot my chair! Do I recommend this chair? I bought a pre-built PC, sue me, okay? I don't want to build a PC. I think it's worth the price of someone else making it for me. This is an NZXT pre-build. It's the Streaming Plus PC. I think they have 3 tiers, Streaming, Streaming Plus, Streaming Pro. It's great. It's a great PC. It does its job. It's good for streaming. Before I had the PC, I used to stream on my MacBook Pro. This is a 2019 MacBook Pro. If you're thinking about streaming, you do not have to drop a load. You don't have to drop a bunch of money on a PC right away. If you have like a 2018, 2019, 2020 MacBook, try streaming on that, you know? If you have like a console, get like a capture card, plug it in, try it out first. I'm very grateful that I got to stream on this for like a month and a half just to get it down. And then you can get the PC, you can dive into more complex stuff that the computer can handle. But this PC is a custom built. If you want to look at the specs, you can look at it online because it's pre-built. You can get the exact same one. But I know that it has a GeForce 3070 graphics card, which everyone likes to talk about their graphics card. Next to the PC, we have my PS5 with black plates, because I'm an idiot. I grew up console player. Even when I'm streaming on my PC on Twitch, I'm usually playing a PS5 game. On to the monitors. I spent way too much on monitors, guys. This is an LG G series, G-Sync, G-Force G, 27 inch. It's like the nicest monitor you can get. Way too much money on it. I think it's like $1,000. I'm an idiot. Did not need to. It's my gaming monitor. It's supposed to have like the quickest refresh rate. And what does that even mean? I don't even use that. Other monitor is an Acer, also 27 inch. It can go vertical if you want to swing that way. Also a good monitor, spent too much for it, but I would recommend having dual monitors if you're thinking about streaming. It's a lot easier to be able to talk to chat, do everything you want on one monitor. The other monitor is strictly for gaming, stuff like that. This is an Elgato Wave 1 on an Elgato small mount or lower mount. This thing's great, I like it. It's a USB mic, so I don't have to have a mixer or anything to plug all the cords in. People says the audio sounds really nice, so I'm very happy with it. This arm is cool because it's like low and it's out of the way, and like, you know, it's very low key. But it is annoying how it's low and in your way and not low key, if that makes sense. Like, if I'm trying to, you know, like it's really like there. What's my rating? Would I recommend this microphone? Yeah. Would I recommend this arm? Not necessarily. I guess we'll do this mouse. This is an LG G502 Lightspeed mouse. It's wireless, which I really like. It's comfortable, which I really like. And then you can just rest your hand on it like this. Keyboard. We have a Corsair TK70 or TK90. It's not the small one, but it's not the big one. It's in the middle. This thing's fine. It's very clicky. I'll do this. and it types. What can I say? I'm not the biggest PC gamer, but yet when I was looking for a keyboard to buy, I was listening to all their specs. The click time is this, I don't know, it doesn't matter. Next up, we have my Stream Deck over here, which I think is great and I haven't utilized enough. I would highly recommend Stream Decks to anybody. You know, you can control your lighting, you can control Twitch streams, so I really enjoy it. For the camera, I use a Panasonic Lumix G7 and it is plugged into my PC with an Elgato 4K cam link. First off, I would recommend it because it's great. You know, it's high quality. If you have a DSLR camera as your webcam, you're gonna look better than most streams on Twitch. I would not recommend buying it if you're starting streaming. I've owned that camera for like 5 or 6 years, and then when I was putting together my first streaming setup, like my MacBook setup, I watched a video where someone said, oh my gosh, this is such a good camera to use as a webcam. So it was just kind of perfectly that it kind of lined up. So it's not worth the purchase, but if you do own like a low-key DSLR, I would recommend the Camlink 4K. For lighting, I have 2 Elgato lights. I have the Elgato ring light and I have the Elgato key light. You can obviously get cheaper options because they're both like about $100 and they're basically the same. Like your lighting's not gonna look better if you get this as opposed to like, you know, just the Amazon basic streaming lights. The one thing why I do really love them is because you can go into your PC with Elgato Control Center and I can turn them on from there when I'm streaming. Being able to control it through your PC like that is why I got them, and they can talk to each other, they can work with your Stream Deck. My cable management is probably the worst you've ever seen. It's a mess down there. I haven't once even tried to manage my cables. And yeah, it's absolutely disgusting. I'm not even gonna touch it. It can just stay messy and gross forever. I do not care. To light up the back, I have 2 Philips Hue lights. I have a Philips Hue strip light and I have a Philips Hue light bar. I think it's called a light bar. Those are really cool. They're really interactive. You can make it any color. One of my channel reward points on Twitch is that chat gets to pick the light color whenever they want. You know, it looks more professional when your background is lit. And then in the background, I got these 3 cool anime posters. Just a cool little touch for the background. That stuff's just extra. Obviously, I don't need those posters. Headphones. These headphones are Razors. I don't like them because they're hot, they're heavy, and they look like a airport guy or like a leaf blower guy. When you're streaming for like 4 or 5 hours, man, your ears get sweaty. So I just want some lighter ones, more ventilation. And honestly, I've seen a lot of streamers just use earbuds and stuff. What's the title of this video? 5,000? 10,000? We'll say 10,000, yeah. All this stuff costs 10,000, super expensive. I guess comment below if you have any questions, but I'm not gonna answer them seriously.